Hello SLAPAFISH community, welcome back to another World Tanks console video. So I'm going to be playing the AMOLAD, which is a Era 2 independent medium tank, which is basically the T-72A's turret with the Centurion hull and the Chieftain Mark 6 gun. So yeah, it's basically what this tank is, but it also has some space armor in the front of this tank. As you know, the Centurion hull is not very good. It's got 120.7 millimeters of armor at the front, which in Era 2, which is not good. But it does, the AMOLAD gets space armor, which is 40 millimeters of thick, which is not strong enough to bounce incoming shots that is high penetrating non-heat rounds. Also, I have no idea what this AMX-13 is doing because, yeah, it hasn't fired a missile. Not like the missile would do anything to this tank, but yeah. So, the space armor. What does the space armor plus the frontal armor protect you from? It protects you from guns like the AMX-13 SS right there. The BMP-2, the smaller guns, or the French tanks, so the Frad's little gun. Armadillos, AT-GMs, heat rounds. But anything that's high penetrating that is not a heat round will go through the frontal armor of this tank, unless you know how to angle and block some shots, like I am doing right here with this Leopard 1. You're going to see me take some shots here and there. It's not... Also, T-72A is going to come say hello, and I'm going to block some shots from the T-72A also, because I'm wiggling the armor back and forth. So the turret's actually pretty decent. It can be penetrated by high penetration rounds, but it's a T-72A turret, so yeah. This tank turns slowly for a Cold War tank. It also has a mobility of 68.74, which is pretty dang fast. And with a reverse speed of 34.6, which is really good. With a power to weight ratio of 18.65. But the thing that is magical about this tank is the gun. As the Chieftain Mark 6 gun, the Chieftain Mark 6 gun is also really, really good. As you can see, I've already racked up almost 6,000 damage, if I read that correctly, doing 530 damage per shot with a DPM of 3,742. Also, it gets Hest rounds on its third round, doing 680 damage per shot, which I'm about to use, with 290 millimeters of penetration, which, having a 5.7 second reload that I have it down to, 6.5. And doing 680 damage per shot is really nice to do. But you don't have the gun depression as most British tanks at 6 degrees of gun depression. So yeah. Overall, this tank's pretty decent. It's really good at wolfpacking, as I somewhat did in this match. And if you can get the gun to work, the tank's great. The armor's good unless you're fighting high penetrating rounds. Then the armor starts failing. So yeah, that's not heat rounds, because heat rounds are not going to go through the frontal armor of this tank. Everywhere else on this tank, like the side and the rear of the hull, you're just going to get shredded by everything. But yeah, terrible gun depression, decent armor at the front, but also has that really good gun and quite impressive mobility. So yeah, decent tank. Also, that's it for this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, remember to SLAPAFISH because war is not, and peace out. See ya.